There are brands that choose celebrity ambassadors for branding or to shape the brand's image. And then there are brands that choose ambassadors to drive outcomes. The difference may sound subtle, but it defines how marketing actually works today. Chanel choosing Nicole Kidman was really about prestige, a cinematic pairing meant to reinforce a brand myth. And then there are brands that choose an ambassador for noise. The infamous protest themed ad of Pepsi with Kendall Jenner is a prime example of how a brand chasing cultural relevance through a high profile face and failing spectacularly. And then there are brands that move differently. They choose a celebrity not for symbolism, but for sales impact. They look beyond red carpets and editorial spreads, asking a simpler question: can this celebrity actually move products? That's where true brand power begins. And two of the very few that can embody that would be Kim Taeyong and Kim Seokjin of BTS. Their recent partnerships have redefined what celebrity driven growth looks like. Let's look at two of their brand partnerships and how they actually affected the business. Case study: Compose Coffee and Kim Taeyong. Compose Coffee is a South Korean coffee franchise chain with a mobile app ordering model, which was launched in February 2021. Kim Taeyong, or V, was announced as the brand promotional model in December 2023, which was interesting because he was just about to enlist. Following his enlistment and discharge cycle, the campaign carried momentum into 2024 and 2025. That's all great, but the question is, how did he actually affect the business? Well, app subscription climbed from approximately 9.3 million in December 2023 to over 17.5 million by September 2025, an increase of 8.3 million in that period. And this number corresponds to about 1 in 3 Koreans and roughly 60% of the nation's economically active population. The brand opened its 3,000th franchise store nationwide on September 2025, solidifying its expanded footprint. Media outlets attribute that growth to what they call the V effect. Taeyong's influence driving not just awareness but active consumer behavior like revisit rates and conversion. So, what does this prove? This is precisely the kind of brand talent synergy that qualifies as brand power. A less established relative to luxury global giants, of course, brand partners with a global star who helps accelerate growth. The star isn't just a badge, but a growth agent. So it wasn't really surprising when V, or Taeyong, was personally invited twice by Anna Wintour to attend Vogue's major global event, and not quietly. Wintour extended her invitation publicly, an unusually deliberate gesture for someone known for moving with precision and restraint. This is a woman who famously passes on A-list celebrities. If she chooses to invite you, it's recognition of influence. For Taeyong, that moment signaled something larger: his transition from being a global pop icon to being acknowledged by the most guarded gatekeepers of the fashion and luxury world. It's an unspoken endorsement from the industry's top arbiter that he's not just famous, he's actually relevant in a way that shapes trends and public sentiment, which is why his partnership with Tier will be closely watched, not just by fans, but by industry insiders, fashion executives, beauty conglomerates, and brand directors who understand what it means when someone earns Winter's attention. If V can move a needle for a beauty brand, like he did for Compost Coffee, he won't just be a campaign phase. He'll be a case study in cross sector brand acceleration. Next case study: Jin plus Jin Ramen, or Otoki. Jin was first named as Jin Ramen's global ambassador in November 2022 before his enlistment. And then they launched a new campaign in February 2025 after Jin was discharged. The brand launched a limited promotion, multi packs of Jin Ramen, using Jin's face on the package, his handwritten signature, and even Jin's brand mascot Woto, and set a collectible sticker, 12 types, bundled in each pack. In 50 days, 13 million multi packs were sold. Otoki reported that in the first month after the promotion began, online mall sales soared tenfold year on year. In April, Jin branded cup ramen sales rose 34.7% compared to the prior month. Convenience store channel sales climbed 114%. Otoki began US market expansion tied to the campaign. In August 2025, they launched Jin Ramen Cups in 64 Costco stores in Northern California as the brand's first major bulk US retail move. And this is a textbook example of a brand signing a celebrity and then growing because of it. A decades old ramen brand, I think it started 1969, reinvigorated through fan driven product design and collectible mechanics. The surge in multi pack movement, online mall sales, and convenience store performance show conversion beyond mere awareness. And the move into US retail demonstrates that Jin's global pull is leverage for expansion, not just domestic uplift. This is a non luxury brand doing something extraordinary through a single, well matched celebrity partnership. Jin didn't just lend his face to Otogi's Jin Ramen, he redefined what collaboration can mean for a heritage FMCG brand. Imagine 13 million multi packs vanishing from shelves. That is measurable business growth that you can directly link to your brand ambassador. This is what brand real power looks like. It's not about luxury contracts or photo spreads in some magazine. It's about whether a celebrity can take on everyday product, something as humble as instant ramen, and turn it into a cultural and commercial event. Jin's partnership proved that influence isn't limited to image. It can move inventory, reshape a legacy brand's narrative, and bring in new generations of consumers. So, what metric actually really matters? EMV, MIV, these are helpful leading indicators of buzz and media impact. And for fashion luxury brands, these are really very important. We saw how important that is in the recent fashion week. But then there's also conversion metrics. And these are just as important, if not more important, for certain brands, especially those that are expanding or are trying to penetrate a different or new market. The bottom line of a business is to sell. And when you have a brand ambassador who helps you do just that, then you know that you have gone beyond social buzz. Of course, there's international expansion and market penetration. There are certain brands that are really looking into new demographic segments, just like Jin Ramen, they wanted to expand to the US. Getting somebody like Jin helped them do just that. And of course, sustainability. Does the partnership create lasting momentum or is it a flash in the pan? When a brand ambassador keeps their relationship with brands long term, that's a good sign. It means that they are effective. But take note, sometimes it's the celebrity who opts out. So just think about that. They signed up V and they have 3,000 franchise in South Korea. They signed up Jin and they were able to get into North America. They're in Costco and you don't get any more American than that. So the real success of a campaign, of a marketing campaign, or effectivity of a brand ambassador, you will only be able to determine that if you know the objective. As I mentioned before, a brand may be signing an ambassador for consistency in branding, for image, or it could be because of a social buzz, or it could be because they really wanted to expand or move the bottom line, which is sales. And we're just lucky that for these two brands, they were vocal in terms of what they really want to happen. And those two, V and Jen, were able to deliver. So that proves that they have actual influence over the spending of their market. And for a business, you don't really say no to sales. So, okay. Yeah. So I know that a lot of K pop fans are so enamored when an idol signs up with a luxury brand. But that those are good too. As I've mentioned, those are good too. But really, at the end of the day, there are different measures in terms of influence, and this is one of them. And it's just as important, if not more important. Okay, would love to hear your inputs. Let me know in the comment section below. Um, Also, please follow me on X, Instagram, but more importantly on Patreon because that's where the community is. Also, please consider donating to the channel. The QR code is on your screen right now. And we launched our online magazine, asianentertainmentandculture.com. Please visit the site. We are going to do a formal launch this month. It is currently on a soft launch, but any suggestions would be appreciated. Also, if you become a member of Patreon or YouTube member, I do a once a week live stream and also exclusive videos. Those don't go public ever. So please consider supporting me there as well. That's it. Thank you very much for spending your 15 minutes with me. And yeah, please like the video, subscribe, and hit that notification button. But more importantly, please share the video, the channel, because that's what's really going to push the algorithm to recommend this more. Send links to your friends, family members, exes, enemies. Not your enemies, maybe. Okay. And also leave a link on your social media, on email, messaging app, everywhere. That would really, really help us. Thank you so much. Till next time.